welcome to Wendy's Personal Pilates. I'm just going to record you another 10-minute taster session. I hope you enjoy it. You're welcome to have a look at my website for some of my other classes. My lessons are usually about 30 minutes long. They're on my website and my Facebook page, but this one here is for you guys just to try at home. The others are all fairly easy with modifications of what you can do, but this one is particularly a beginner's class. So we're going to start, as we do in every class, nice and tall. I always say, imagine you're on a piece and string, so bring yourself upright, bring the shoulders round and down, and think about your breath. So breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. So I'm just going to turn my head from side to side to warm up my neck. And I'm just going to bring my shoulders as well and look behind me as I go. So I'm just warming up every part of the body before we start exercising. So moving from side to side. So I'm just warming up my neck, shoulders and my waist, just letting the arms go, doing my breath from side to side. And I'm going to come back to center. So whilst I'm breathing in, I'm making sure I've got my core pulled in, so breathing in. So breathing into my rib cage, pushing my lungs into my ribs there, so it pulls my abdominal muscles in and engages the core. And then when I breathe out, I keep that engaged by keeping them held. I breathe out and I pull up my pelvic floor, which is a band of muscles that runs from front to back. I'm now just going to start squatting. So I'm going to squat down to the center, and then I'm going to stand up tall and pull everything in as I come tall. I'm going to squat to the side, pushing my bottom back as if I'm going to sit down, come back to center. Squat to the other side, come back to center. And again. And again. So just warming up my legs now, and my hips and my knees and my feet, important to do. And then I'm missing my one in the middle, there we go, one in the middle, one more each side. And to the other side, and then back to center. And with Pilates, something we often practice is our balance. It's really important to practice balancing on one foot a lot as we get older, so that we can still enable ourselves to walk and to balance and not trip as we age. So take a breath in, engage your core, place your weight on one foot. So I'm on my left foot here. I'm going to point my toe in front of me here, and I'm going to draw a circle round to the side and come to the back. So sort of semicircle round and semicircle back. If you need to hold anything, do touch a wall or back of a chair. If you just find you need your balance, by all means just turn. No problem, you just literally need to put your fingertips up against the wall, and that will be enough to balance you. But I do find if you focus on a mark on the wall or the floor opposite, it will help you with your balance. So just drawing a semicircle, just going to go back the other way. Bit of a ballet type warm up, but it's a really good balancing one. It's really good to work the hips and make the leg move nicely in that hip joint. The warm-up is important as the rest of the class, so just taking the leg round and round, and then just hold it in front, and then give the ankle a little twist from side to side. Okay, then place that foot down, take a breath in, just get yourself balanced on the other foot, and take the foot round and to the back, and back forwards. Then you can, as you get your balance there, you can just flow and move the circle round, semicircle all the way round, front to back, through center, front to back, through center. And then just give that ankle a little twist, round and round, change direction so you do both sides. And that's the feet nicely warmed up as well. Okay, I like to do these roll downs. We're next to a roll down, so just coming to the end of my mat. As you can see, I'm still standing with my feet parallel and hip width apart. Just look down and check. And then standing nice and tall. Again, imagine you're on that piece of string and your shoulders are round and down. Take a breath in through the nose, tuck your chin to chest, hold your core in by taking that breath in, and then just breathe out. Soften the knees, you can just bend them slightly, and then just reach forward down towards the ground, letting those hands dangle down there, stretching open the back, stretching those vertebrae, stretching in the backs of the legs there. Take a breath here and breathe, and then just walk your hands forward and bring yourself down onto your hands and knees into all four position. Just making sure our hands are directly beneath our shoulders and our knees directly beneath our hips, and our knees are hip width apart. Taking a breath in here, we're just going to curl the back through and do a cat stretch. Just stretching through the back there. Head down, looking at the tops of the thighs, breathing all the air out, and then just breathing in to come forward and look in front of our hands. So breath in, rounding the hips forward towards the rib cage, turning head down. Breathing the air out, and then just breathing in and bringing the head back. So you're looking just in front of your hands there. Your eyes are just looking there. So we're trying to keep the head in line with the spine there. One more of these, rounding the back. And just breathing in to bring the head forward. And now we're just going to add on. We're going to change what we're doing slightly. We're going to do a downward facing dog type move. So just coming forward to your hands, over your hands there, and looking forward. Breathing out, and then just breathing in, and stretch yourself back over your heels. And then this time we're going to come through a bit further forward, so breathing out, bring yourself forward and lower your hips forward, holding yourself up there. Take a breath in, round the back and pull yourself back towards your heels and stretch through. And then we do that again, so coming forward, breathing out as we go forward, push the hips forward so you're in a nice line from your shoulders all the way through to your knees. Breathing out and look up and stretch into the throat. Nice stretch there, so breathing out, pull the core in as you do this. So just imagine you've got a big belt around the middle and you're being pulled up and round. You're making a nice rounded back as you go back over your heels. Do that one more time. Big breath in here, and then breathing out as we come forward. Stretching yourself, lifting yourself up, looking skywards. Big breath in, rounding the back, just pull yourself back. And take a stretch out there. And then I'm just going to take you down onto your front. We're just going to come down onto the front. Placing your hands just underneath your forehead. Taking a breath in here, breathing out, lifting the head and shoulders up, pulling the tummy in to support the back. Breathing in to come down and out to come up. In to come down, out to come up. And then just breathing in to come down. So now just making sure you've got your tummies pulled up nice and tight. Want to put your feet together. Take a breath in, hold the core in, and then just breathing out, lift and lower both legs if you can. So we're lifting from the glutes. The movement is coming from the bottom, so we're lifting the legs up long, and there's a gap underneath my thighs to the mat there. And down. And lifting, pushing the legs away. So when we do these moves with Pilates, we're not just lifting, we're pushing our legs away. I'm pushing my feet away from my body to make my legs longer. My legs look leaner and toned because I'm lifting and I'm pushing the legs away. So one more like this. And then we're just going to rest there. Take a breather there. And I'm just going to show you some other exercises. So from here, we're going to roll onto our side. So I'm going to slide my underneath leg arm out long. I'm going to bend my underneath knee just to support me. I'm going to lay my head down. This is where you can get a cushion and pop it under your head if you wish to. So I'm taking a breath in here. So I'm drawing my core in, which is enabling me to have a gap here under my waist. So you should be able to lift your waist up by taking a breath in. Your hips should be stacked on top of each other. They shouldn't be falling forwards. You should be up like this. And then just place your hand there in front of your tummy. And then we're going to take a breath in to prepare. So we've still got that gap underneath the waist. And then we're just going to bring the top leg up and down. So breathing out. So breathing in and out. In place that foot slightly in front of the other foot. I'm going to unbend that leg, straighten the underneath leg, and I'm going to lift and lower my underneath leg. So my toes of the front foot there are supporting me and holding me still, and my hand in front is supporting me. So breathing in and out. So breathing in to lift it up and out. Breathing in and out. In and out. And then rest it down there. And then we're going to switch over. We need to do the other side. So you can either roll over and just turn over and face the other way, or you can flip yourself round as I am now. So start by sliding the underneath arm out. So that's an extension of your spine. Pop your pillow there, or block if you have one. Bend the underneath knee to start with. Place your hand in front of you. Place your head down. Take a breath in. Make sure you've got that gap under the waist there, so you can slide your fingers underneath. So pull the waist up, hand there. Taking a breath in to prepare. Make sure your hips are stacked there, and then breathing in now. Let's lift that top leg, breathing out to lower. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. So one more. Place that toe down on the mat in front of the other leg, straighten the underneath leg, and do the same with the underneath leg. Now all this is doing is working your core, it's working your abdominal muscles because you've got them pulled in. This is working the abductor muscles down the inside of the legs and some of your hip muscles there, which are enabling you to balance. So you're doing an awful lot of work here without realising. So do make sure that you are pushing the toes away from you, you're pushing the leg away, so you are lengthening and toning. And this is fantastic for working the waist. One more. And then rest it down. Now if your hips ache at any stage, you can always just give them a little rub here. So I'm just going to bring you up to seated so we can just finish our little class here and just do a couple of things here. So when we sit, make sure you have a nice straight spine. So again, imagine you're on that piece of string. Sit on a cushion, it will help you have a nice straight back if you need to. You can bend the knees up as well. So I've got my feet flexed, my knees just slightly up, got my tummy drawn in, and I've got a nice straight back. So I'm going to take a breath in. We're going to do some spinal rotation. So I'm taking my arms out to T, making sure my shoulders are down. So breath in to prepare, and then breathing out. I'm going to rotate to the side to look at you. And then just breathe in to centre and breathe out to rotate to the other way. Breath into centre, breathing out. We can add a pulse, so a little bounce there. Breathe in, so we're twisting and a little pulse. And then we're coming back to centre. So breathing in and breathing out. Breathe into centre, breathe out to the side. Breathe into centre and out to the side. Breathe into centre and out to the side. Come back to the middle there. Give your shoulders a roll down. And then try and sit with your legs straight if you can. Again, if not, bent knees are fine. And we'll just do a forward roll down, like we did the roll down at the start of the class, but this is a seated roll down. So taking a breath in, make sure the core is engaged. Take your arms forward. Tuck your chin to chest. Roll your head down so your eyes are looking down at the tops of your legs. Roll, 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 roll. You're looking at the tops of your legs so you can roll no further. All the air is breathed out of your lungs. So take a breath in here. And then we're just going to straighten up by breathing out and bring in our shoulders down and our back up. So this is really working this top section of the neck and the back. So breath in and then breathing out. Rolling down, looking at the tops of the legs. You can add on if you want to. Continue looking down. Let your eyes come along the mat towards your knees so we can stretch our lower back and add a stretch forward to the toes. Breath in here, breathing out. So drawing the core in. Let your eyes come along the mat. Look at the tops of your legs and then straighten up that top part of the neck. So we're now working this top bit of the neck and the lower back as well. So breath in, breathing out, just going to roll down again, looking at the tops of my legs, letting my eyes come along the mat towards my knees as I now to bring in the lower back, using my core to hold me strong so I'm not hurting my back. Take a breath in here and then breathing out, let my eyes come back along the mat, keeping that core drawn in, looking at the tops of my legs, straightening up the top half of my back. So let's just do a couple of little stretches. Let's roll those shoulders out. Let's just bend those knees up. Let's just give ourselves a little hug around the knees so we're stretching the lower back there, just relax into the stretch. Nice breather here. And then just bringing your feet round to the side, just come up onto your knees. Give your shoulders a nice roll round. You can always do a stretch from side to side. Stretching's as good as all these lovely exercises in Pilates. Really good for your body to move in its normal frame of where it should move without having to cause any strain on any other muscles. But it's good to move in a different way from what you do on a day-to-day basis. And then just have a little swizzle from side to side to loosen everything up. Well, I hope you enjoyed this other taster class. So please do have a look at my website, Wendy's Personal Pilates, or Facebook, it's Wendy Walsh Pilates, and the same on YouTube. So thank you very much. Look out for more from me, and I hope you're all keeping well.